True forgiveness. Hippo Mud had a best friend named Little Mud. They shared many common interests. They both loved fishing, sitting by the river to watch the sunset, and enjoying fish soup and walnut snacks. Hippo Mud and Little Mud became friends through online chat, and they had never met in person. They decided to meet, and the location was Little Mud's home at 21 Jiao Alley, Laozhibi Street, Xingsha City. Hippo Mud lived in the countryside, and it took him quite some time to get to the city. Even though he left home after lunch, by the time he reached Xingsha City, it was already dark, and the streetlights were on. Hippo Mud got off the bus and asked 3 different people for directions before finally finding Jiao Alley. Hippo Mud's pond was quite large, and the nearby fields and riverbanks were wide open. He was used to moving like a tank, but he quickly realized that Jiao Alley was incredibly narrow. He thought to himself, if Little Mud and I decide to take a walk after dinner, we might end up completely blocking this alley. Hippo Mud searched through the alley for a long time, but couldn't find Little Mud's house. Little Mud was expecting a guest, and he had been busy since early morning. Now, with the streetlights outside already lit, he was wondering why Hippo Mud hadn't arrived. Little Mud called Hippo Mud. Hippo Mud, why haven't you arrived yet? I got here ages ago, but even if I stretch my neck and tiptoe, I can't find your house. You need to look down, I live in the basement, Little Mud replied. Hippo Mud bent down and began searching. At a corner, he finally spotted a small entrance. After turning the corner, he found a small balcony with warm light shining through. He couldn't see the details clearly inside, so he took out a magnifying glass. He saw a room with lit candles, a neatly laid tablecloth, hot fish soup, and walnut snacks. A little mouse sat at the dining table and was talking on the phone. Can you see me? I see you now. It turns out you're not a hippo. You're a little mouse. I thought you were a mouse like me, Hippo Mud said. A hippo? What a joke, Little Mud said. Come on in. I can't get in. I can only see you from your balcony, Hippo Mud replied. Little Mud immediately went out to the balcony. He saw a colossal figure standing outside. Little Mud screamed, "Are you Hippo Mud? How come you're a hippo? I thought you were a mouse like me." Hippo Mud and Little Mud talked and dined on the balcony. Although the fish soup only managed to moisten Hippo Mud's big mouth, and the walnut snacks were too small to fill the gaps between his teeth, he thought it was the best fish soup and snacks he had ever tasted. After dinner, they took a walk under the streetlights. Hippo Mud carried Little Mud on his shoulder, so Little Mud didn't need to take up any space. Thanks to this arrangement, Jiao Alley remained free of traffic jams. Moral of the story: friendship can overcome differences and misunderstandings, teaching us the value of true forgiveness and acceptance.